Welcome to HotSauce Technology's front of the house demo for table service restaurants. In today's demo, we will be covering placing orders, printing checks, closing checks, entering tips, as well as some basic management functions. To start, you just go to any terminal and enter in your 4-digit number. The first thing it's going to ask is for you to clock in, so just hit yes. Next, it's going to allow you to choose what job you're doing today. This way, if you have different jobs that pay different pay rates, the payroll will be correct. So today I'm going to just choose manager. Next is select what section you're going to be working today. Today I'll be working in the main dining room, so I'm going to just choose main. This is an 86 list, so this way all your employees will know exactly what you're out of for the day. Now I'm in the dining room. There are two different ways you can place an order from this screen. One is by clicking on a table, and the second one is by creating a tab. First, we're going to put an order on a table. So I'm going to select table 21. It's going to ask for the number of guests. Today we're going to have 3 guests. It takes you right into the ordering screen. Down here at the bottom is your number of guests. So right now we're on guest 1. Maybe they're going to have a sweet tea. Guest 2 is going to have a Dr. Pepper. And guest 3 is going to have a Amstel Light. Once you've placed the order, you just hit send. And it will print where it needs to print. To put additional orders onto that table, all we have to do is click back on the table, hit modify order, and we're right back to the ordering screen. So if guest 1 wanted to order some chips and salsa, guest 2 maybe wants a ribeye cooked medium rare, and guest 3 would like a Caesar salad with salmon cooked medium rare. Now that we've placed our food, all we have to do is hit send, and the tickets will print in the kitchen. Now that the guests are ready to pay, all we have to do is click back on the table and then click print check. From this screen, there are a couple different ways of printing the check. First, if they're all paying separate, all we have to hit is separate checks. And it will print an individual check for each guest. A second way of printing a check is if they're going to pay all together. If they're going to pay all together, all you have to do is just click print. And finally, the last way you can print a check is let's say guest 1 and guest 3 are paying together. Then we can print another check, yes. And then maybe guest 2 is paying by himself, and then we just click print. So now that the guests have their checks, it's time for them to pay. To close a check, just click back on the table and choose close check. Let's say guest 1 and guest 3 are paying together. Hit close. Notice it takes away the items that guest 2 has. And now if they're paying credit card, all you have to do is just swipe the card. And then click authorize. It's going to ask, do you want to close another seat? We're going to choose yes. So we have guest 2 that still needs to pay. And he's going to pay cash. So we're just going to hit the dollar bill sign and type in how much money he gave us. And it will tell us how much change we need to give back to the customer. So that's how you place an order on a table. Let's say you want to create a tab for somebody. We're just going to click create tab. There's 2 ways. One is to swipe their credit card. This way it captures their information. If you notice, it puts their name as the table. Then all you have to do is place what they like, maybe a Heineken and a Coors Light, and hit send. Notice it does not take up a table. To find that order, we're just going to go back to recall tabs. Then we're going to click on it, and it acts just like a table order. If we want to add more items, we just go to modify order. Maybe they want an amaretto sour, and then hit send. Another way to create a tab is to click on create tab and choose manual. This will allow you to type in the name of your guest. And again, place whatever orders they like, and then hit send. To enter a tip onto a credit card, we're going to go to the other button and choose enter tip. Choose the credit card. Enter in amount of tip. Are you sure? We're going to choose yes. And you've entered in the tip on that credit card. Let's go ahead and close out our tabs. So we'll go recall tab. Choose the order. We're going to go close check. Notice this is the one I started with a credit card, and so therefore that credit card information is already available to us if that's how they want to close it. So I'm going to choose MasterCard, hit authorize. Go back, close out this tab, close check. $5.50, they gave us $10, so their change is $4.50. Now we need to enter in the tip. $3. Is that correct? Yes. So now that a server has closed out all their checks and entered in all their tips, they can do their server checkouts. To do that, you're just going to go to Other and choose Checkout. This will print a summary of their shift and show how much money they owe during that shift. It's going to ask if they want to clock out. You can either clock out now, or if you have side work to do, you can just hit cancel and come back at any time to the other button and clock out. As a manager, there are some additional functions that we have. For example, we can go to Manager and view our sales. This way we can see exactly where we're at for the day in real time. We can also view these sales by the employee as well, so we can see exactly how much each individual employee has sold. There are also several reports that managers can run from the front of the house. Go to the Manager button, choose Reports, maybe a sales, and then we can do our daily sales. Or if we wanted to do a time period sales or maybe a product mix report, those all can be ran from any workstation. Managers can also have the ability to 86 items as well as put countdowns on items. To do so, you're going to go back to the Manager button and choose Menu Items. First, let's 86 an item. We go into the menu. Maybe we're out of chips and salsa, so we're going to choose chips and salsa. Add chips and salsa to 86 list, yes. And now that item has been 86 and no one will be allowed to order it. A basic inventory function that comes with the front of the house is a countdown function. To do that, we're just going to choose countdown. We're going to go to the item that we want to put a countdown on. In this case, let's do Amstel Light. Maybe we have 25 bottles left of Amstel Light. And so now, every time someone rings in an Amstel Light, it will count it down until it's 86th. Thank you for watching front of the house demo.